On paper, the Ninjutso Origin 1X mouse seems to be the perfect gaming mouse. It's affordable, wireless, has a safe ergonomic shape, and is lightweight. It also features a good sensor, good switches, and good PTFE feed. So why is it that people don't really talk too much about this mouse? Hey everyone, it's Armegon and welcome back to my channel, and in this video I'll be covering the Ninjutso Origin 1X. I have a lot to say about this mouse, both good and bad, but I'll try to keep it concise and short. Starting off with the shape and size, it has a safe ergonomic shape, and it's very similar to the Intello mouse. If you've never heard of this mouse, you can think of the Model D just a little bit wider. The mouse is comfortable for the most part for all grip styles, however there's some things about the design that just doesn't make sense to me. First off, the side buttons are really high on the mouse, which does make it pretty uncomfortable to press them. Also, for whatever reason, the right mouse button does jut out a little bit, and when you palm grip it, it does cut into your ring finger a little bit. This is not a quality control issue because I know for a fact that Technique also had this problem. Now, normally I don't bring up this part of mice, but I have to bring it up for this one. It picks up sweat like Dream picks up stands on Twitter. Your hand can be completely dry, but the mouse will be soaking wet by the time you're done with it. Also, while there isn't any side flexing on the mouse, I have to say that the mouse feels cheap in some way. Moving on to the next and probably my favorite part of the mouse, the skates. They're absolutely amazing. There isn't a need to change skates on this mouse because in my opinion, it's probably just as good as Corepat's or Tiger, so props to them for doing this. Now, moving on to the clicks, I have very mixed feelings about them. While I feel like the switches themselves are great, the click feel and implementation really wasn't that good. They're using Kales, which are arguably some of the better clicks in the market right now, but they just feel absolutely terrible and worse than a lot of arm rounds I've tried. Also, not to mention that the clicks sound and feel hollow and cheap. I'll play a sound test right now for you guys to hear. So they feel really underwhelming, and personally, I prefer even Razer Opticals to them. People who have been with me for a long time know that I absolutely despise Razer Opticals, so that definitely says something. For all of you Minecraft players, the coding is not good for drag clicking, the shape makes it weird for butterfly, and the resistance of the clicks makes it bad for jitter, so this is a absolute no-go for Minecraft, I'm sorry. This mouse doesn't have a software, but it does have 4 DPI settings, 400, 800, 1600, and 3200, just like Finalmouse. Also, due to the lack of software as well as LEDs, I don't think there's actually a way to see what battery percentage your mouse is at. So far, I've only had to charge the mouse once in the last month, so that definitely says something about how good the battery is, but I would still like to know where my mouse is at in terms of battery percentage and not having it die in the middle of a game. So yeah, all in all, I would say this mouse is not as good as it could have been, and it's definitely a prime example of something in theory not working well practically. All the flaws I mentioned boil down straight to the materials they decide to use. If they do switch over to higher quality materials, I think this might be an A or S tier, depending on how well they do it. I would not recommend this mouse. It's $79 and that's way overpriced for what you're getting. If it was about 30 or 40 bucks, I could see myself recommending this mouse, but unfortunately, it's almost double the price that I would have expected this mouse to be. But yeah, aside from that, I think that's about it. If you have any questions, do drop them in the comments below. I read every single comment and I'll try to get back to you if I do have an answer to it. And yeah, see you guys next time. Peace out.